I interviewed with a motorcycle escort company and they turned me down because of my beard. Not because it wasn't clean, but because it didn't fit their exact standards. Now, to be clear, I wasn't out here looking for a new job. I primarily ride with a few companies here in the area, but I like networking with other organizations, just seeing how different companies ride, how they operate, learning different systems, and really just meeting people in the industry. So this was just another opportunity to connect. Let me read exactly what their policy says. Well-groomed beards and goatees should not be more than ½ inch in length and trimmed along the cheek line and under the jawline and not extending to the neck area. So that's straight from the handbook. So when you look at that, it's a very specific look, down to how long the hair can be on your face. So even if it is neat and maintained and professional, if it doesn't match their exact mold, it's out. And depending on how I choose to wear it that day, I might not look like what they're used to seeing. But it's always still clean. It's always still intentional. Now, here's something that I didn't even bring up in the interview. When I'm actually riding, I always wear a balaclava. So when I'm in service, most of my facial hair is always covered. Always. From the outside, from the perspective of family members and from the funeral home staff, it presents a clean and uniform look. But here's the thing. The balaclava doesn't even matter, because this isn't really about how you look on the job. It's about fitting a very specific image. And here's where it becomes a problem. When your standards get that rigid, you start cutting off qualified riders. People who can do the job, people who can represent families well, and who actually contribute to your operations. And in an industry where a lot of companies are actively looking for riders, that kind of approach can actually work against the company. So for me, I'm not changing my image for a position. And that's not out of stubbornness, but because I can still show up clean, sharp, and professional without having to fit into one specific mold. That's kind of the way I like to work. So at that point, the realization was it wasn't about trying to see how I can make this work with them. It was just recognizing that we weren't in alignment and we went our separate ways. Now, this isn't just escorting. This happens in a lot of industries where professional starts getting defined by a specific look instead of how you actually perform. But in our world where safety, coordination, execution, and safety of the families that we're serving, that's what really matters. Performance should always come first. So before I go, let me throw it to you all. Would you change your appearance to get an opportunity? Or would you just stand on business and say, you know what? That's not for me. Also, there's a couple of levels to that question. What if somebody wanted to change your appearance as far as just your uniform and what you're wearing? Okay, that's one level. Second level is how you style your hair, or how you wear your makeup if you're a female, or how you groom your hair or groom your beard if you're a male. So that's the second level of your style. But the third level is where they want you to do something to the extreme, like cutting your hair. Would you do that? So let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to see how you see this situation.